As we look toward the future of mobile, it's important to remember how quickly and completely things can change. There's no better example of that than Apple's iPhone introduction in 2007, which totally flipped the mobile industry upside down. It changed everything about phones forever at a crucial point in their development. Sure, mobile gadgets were capable of making calls, accessing the internet, and playing music before Apple came along. But it was the iPhone that made it accessible and exciting to normal people for the first time. With the iPhone, the screen is the phone, unlike the BlackBerry, Palm Treo, and other phones before it, which had plastic keyboards taking up about 1/3 of the front side. Besides looking incredibly slick, this also made software the focus of the phone for the first time, because that's all there was to interact with, and that's what made the iPhone the iPhone. Many phone makers have used the same layout, ditching most physical buttons for the big, beautiful display. Apple has even sued over it, alleging that Samsung is copying its design. Apple didn't invent the touchscreen, but the multi-touch controls were revolutionary, and it did away with the stylus that companies like Palm were shipping with their phones. Of course, it makes sense to pinch, zoom in and out on the web page, map, or photo, or scroll through a list by flicking it up and down. Apple's iPhone was the first to do this, but it's now the standard, as Google, RIM, Microsoft, Palm, HP have all copied it. Apple's motion sensor turned the phone sideways to rotate the display, started as a simple way to the reader wider web page. It became revolutionary. We like way to play video games, shuffle songs by shaking the device, etc. Now it's in every sort of device. The $200 iPhone 3G released in 2008 threw a wrench in an industry used to charging $400 or more for their devices. After that, no consumer smartphone could cost more than $200 after subsidy, especially because no rival was anywhere near as good as the iPhone. Now, iPhone smartphones can be free after subsidies, and the cheapest iPhone is typically at sale for $100. Apple wasn't the first to open up smartphones to third-party developers, but it did it in a way that no one else had figured out, a simple consumer-friendly way to browse, purchase, and install free and paid apps. People have purchased billions of apps from Apple, and Apple has paid out more than $2 billion to app developers. Apple had changed the game in the industry forever, starting with the first iPhone to now.